Welcome back. My name is Karen Newton. I'm a wealth coach and I teach wealth, income and lifestyle. Now, in my previous video, I was talking about how I went from borrowing 300 to 10 million in 4 years. And that started with a plan. And just a quick recap, my plan, and I'm saying my plan because your plan will probably be different because you have different skills and abilities to what I have. But my plan was to start some side hustles, build those businesses, invest the profits into digital assets, then buy property, get gold and silver, and write about what I was doing and how it was working. So in the last video, I actually went through planning, a little bit about planning with you. And today I want to talk about what was the next step. And that for me was side hustles. And my side hustles were a catalogue business. And with the catalogue business, it was easy. I had catalog. I delivered it to a house with an order form, and the next night I went around, I picked those catalogs up, I took the orders out, I put the next order forms in, and I went down and I delivered down to another street and put the orders out. Then once a week, I compiled all the orders, I sent them off, I got the delivery back within a couple of days, and then I was putting all the orders out and getting all the cash. I did Clean Easy, and Clean Easy was, I don't think Clean Easy actually exists now, but it was one of those catalogs that was all the knickknacks that you have in the kitchen, around the house, the bathroom, the garden, you know, all those little things you go to the pound store to buy. So that was the Clean Easy catalogue. In addition to that, I did Avon, which is your cosmetics, and I would put both catalogues into a plastic bag, have my order form, and as I walked over to the shopping centre every night, I would go and I'd be looking at property for sale. I'd be looking at what had sold. I was just building up a database of pricing for different properties in different regions. But as I did that, on the walk over, my husband and I, we went down, each of us went down the side of the road, and he delivered one side, I delivered the other side. And then we took a different route coming back where we picked up the catalogs from the night before. And that was how this business built. Okay, and I started off generating income. My initial target was 100 a month. The catalog business actually grew beyond that, and I was able to put money into buying shares. Now, I will talk about the share strategy that I used in the next video, but side hustles were very successful for me. Now, one of the other steps that I said that I would do is write about what I was doing, write books, and I would self-publish those books. And so I started writing every time I learned something and did something and it worked and I was generating money. I sat down and I wrote a book. No, not novels, not thick books, just little tiny information books. Mainly, they probably had about 80 to 100 pages in there, and I put them for sale on Lulu to start with, and then on CreateSpace, and CreateSpace went on to become Amazon. So I would write about what I was doing. And then from that, I found that I started getting a lot of inquiries from the book about how did you do this? How did you do that? What about this? What about that? And so what I did was I started creating information products. And my first information product would be a copy of my book, an A4 breakdown with some, I put some information in, like some questionnaire and that you could fill out and add things up or take things away, whatever you wanted to do. I just made up little forms to go in there. And then I had some DVDs that were recordings of the things that I had actually done while I was building whatever I was talking about building in that book. So those information products, at the time, I then advertised in the newspaper, do you want this? And people bought that. So I then was developing, because I said I wanted to write about what had been successful for me, I was then developing another side hustle that created more money for me. One of my books, Make a Living from Property, that book has been revised 3 times before I took it off the market. The market was changing. There was different regulations coming in, so I kept updating the book. Then I created an information product from it. So the book was a best-selling book. The information product, that generated around 20,000 for me, which was money that I was able to put into shares and I was able to use to renovate properties when we were buying property. So the business side, those side hustles were an important part. Today, all of that is online. You can set up an Etsy store, an eBay store, Shopify store, and you can still create those items yourself, or you can drop ship, you can buy, create, whatever you want to do. Those stores, instead of going door to door as I was doing, you can now create those online and target people who are interested in that type of property. Sorry, that type of product. So you can do everything without leaving your home. I mean, I walk the streets literally, making some money, but you can do everything from the comfort of your computer, your online space. Affiliate marketing today is a brilliant way of starting an online business. You don't have to have a product. You can do this without it costing you any money whatsoever, simply by blogging, sharing stuff on social media, and enticing people to go and buy the product that you're promoting. So you don't need money to make money. You can start with absolute zero. So when I get really horrified when I see people saying, oh, start an online business. You need 10,000 to start it properly. Don't. You can start absolute zero. I have clients who I have taught to start online businesses. And the very first thing they do is they become an affiliate for a product. They then share that product on social media. They start making money almost from day one. You start with social media, then you can build up a website, and you can still do websites for free, believe it or not. There are things you can still do free. You can use blogging sites that will look like a website, and you can just start. The whole process for affiliate marketing starts zero money. So there's no risk. All you need to do is dedicate some time to trying to make it work. No, it doesn't work overnight. Making money is not instant online. You need to build up your reputation and you need to build up a bit of a following. But that's where social media comes in and that gets you started. Right? So you can build an online business. You can go around the house and get rid of junk. Your junk is someone else's treasure and make some money from that. Some of my clients, I've given them an exercise of walking around their homes, looking at something they haven't used for 6 months. And if they think they're not likely to use it in the next 6 months, put it up for sale. Clients are generating between 211 pounds up to £5,500. And you know, ask me, what did somebody do to generate 5,500 in a month? And they sold wool. Their parent had died and they had cones of wool, balls of wool, and they put them up for sale on Etsy. 5,500 in 1 month. People who were making 200, 300 a month, they looked at hobbies that they used to be interested in. They had all this equipment, they weren't going to use it anymore, and so they got rid of it. My daughter, she had dolls' houses. She'd outgrown her dolls' houses. She had collector items as well as the ordinary dolls' houses, and she put them up for sale, and she was just selling them, and she was generating hundreds a month. So it can be anything that you are interested in. It didn't cost her to put her product on eBay. It didn't cost her, well, she had to pay for postage and packaging, but she charged that to the client. So when they bought the item, she packaged it, went to the post office and sold it. And actually, the biggest memory I've got is her very first sale. We had had a snowfall, and I remember panicking. I just made a sale. I have to get this to the post office so it goes out to the client. And there was her and my husband digging the car out so that they could go down to the post office because she had just made her first sale. You don't need money to make money. Okay, you can start with absolute zero. So if building online businesses, you're not sure what you want to do, then just look at what you've got at home. Just look at your junk, your hobbies, whatever you've accumulated, and we're all guilty of it, even me. We accumulate things and see what you can sell. That gets you started. Building those side hustles, I have several of them and they just generate money for me every single month. That is income coming in. That income still goes into my shares every month. I haven't changed that. I'm 20 years on and I haven't changed what I do. I build businesses, I build side hustles, and I reinvest the profits. Okay, so that is step one. You've got your business plan, and step one is to start creating those side hustles. Thanks for watching. I'd appreciate a like if you're finding this of any benefit to you, and just have a look at the next video, which is about how you start share investing.